before and this is the after. This is the before and this is the after. Hello guys, welcome back into Sam Photography. In today's video I want to show you how to edit your photos, your raw photos, and make them pop in Photoshop. As you can see, the image we are going to working upon, you can see it's more exposed. As you can see, it's more exposed, and you can see that the skin is looking messy. We need to first balance the light of the image and then work upon the skin. So firstly, I will come and duplicate this layer, and then I'll just come to filter and then camera raw. And remember, we are dealing with a raw photo, a 16-bit image. So after the camera raw pops up, I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to come to the exposure and I will try to reduce it. As you can see, it was overexposed, so right now I'm trying to reduce it a little bit. I think that will be enough for this image. Now we'll just come and balance the whites and the highlights a little bit, and I will need to add a little bit of contrast to make it stand out. So as you can see the before and then after so far. So after that, press OK, and right now I'm going to just crop this image. So I will make it a 4:6 with a resolution of 400. So I'll just crop it before we proceed. So after that, I'll just make another layer. So after that, I'll just come and start removing this kind of small pimple. But to get the perfect result, you can always come and make the image into a black and white, so that you normally see those small pimple. So after that, I will just come to the spot healing tool and I will just try to remove these small pimples accordingly. And you can always take your time while you're doing this to get the best results or the perfect results. So take your time while removing this small pimple so that they don't distract you when you start working upon the skin using the frequency separation method. And we are going to be using the frequency separation to smoothen our skin, and I think you all know what frequency separation is all about. Frequency separation is the subtracting of textures or dividing textures of the skin and the color of the subject. So right now we are trying to remove these pimples so that they don't distract us when we start the frequency separation process. So after now you can see the before and then after. So far the before and then after, and after that you can come to this black and white layer and you can delete it so that you remain with the current layer. You can see the before and then after, the before and then after. So after that we are going to try to do the frequency separation, and right now this I can rename it. You can group these layers and rename them. Balance, scene, light. So far you can see the before and then after. So after that I'll just come and press Ctrl Shift Alt here, make another copy. So after that make another copy from this and then come and disable the layer 1. No, come and make another copy here. Come and disable this layer, come to filter and then blur and then Gaussian blur. Right now I will be choosing the radius of 2. I think it will be enough for this image. So after that press OK and then come to the first layer and enable it. Come to the image and then come to the apply image. So remember we are dealing with a 16-bit image. It means that we are going to be blending using the addition method, and make sure on the layer you select these or the layer 1 copy. So make sure that these boxes are not ticked. So after that come and invert this image and press OK. So after that come to this blending mode and then come and select the linear light. So after selecting the linear light, come back to the layer 1 copy. Then by applying frequency separation, you can either use, there is 2 methods you can use. You can use the method of lasso tool and the method of mixer brush tool. But for now, for me, I'll be using the method of lasso tool. So I will come and grab my lasso tool and make sure that the feather is at around 18 pixels. So after that come and start selecting this. Come and start selecting the model skin and then come to filter and then blur and then Gaussian blur. So try to increase on the radius up to where you see that the radius is perfect for the skin. So I think the 24, let me try to reduce on it. So let me use the radius of around 16. I think it's good for this image. So after that do the same to the whole skin of the model, and you can change the radius according to each part of the model skin. You can see that the image on some places are not well edited or well smooth. So right now, or here we are going to be using the mixer brush tool. So I'll just come and disable this first layer and then come to the brushes and then left click and then come to the mixer brush tool. Make sure it's a clean brush and make sure that the weight it's around 9%, the load 75%, mix 90%, and then the flow around 100%. So after that, come on the model skin and start brushing, and make sure that you use this mixer brush tool well, because in some cases it's more complicated. You may not get the results you wanted if you use it badly. So try to use it correctly for better results. So brush, while using this brush, try to protect these lines. It's now looking more fine. So when I group this layer, you can see the before and then after, the before and then after, the before and then after. So we have finished applying the frequency separation. So the next thing is we are going to try to balance the skin tones of this image or of this model. So what we are going to do is I'm going to try to duplicate these layers by pressing Ctrl Shift Alt E to make a duplicate copy of these layers. So after that, I'm going to come to this branding mode, and then come to the color and come and select the color. So after that, I'll just come to select and then select the subject. The reason for selecting the subject is that I don't want to brush the color outside the model skin. So by selecting the subject, it creates the inverse, which will help us to protect us from brushing on the background or outside the model skin. So after that, you can see that the inverse is already there. So what we are going to do is I'm going to come to the eyedropper tool. This eyedropper tool normally helps us to sample the color we want to apply on the skin. So I'll just come to the model's skin and I will try to look for the mid-tones color or the mid-tone color on the model skin. So right now, when I see, I think I'll be selecting this color. I think it's the mid-tone. So after selecting or after sampling that color, come on the brushes and select the brush tool and make sure it's a soft round brush, and make sure that the opacity and the flow is around 100%. So after that, come on the model skin, then start brushing on the skin and try not to brush on the hair of the model, just on the skin. Try to brush, and you need to be at professional look. So what we are going to do is to come to the opacity and then try to reduce it to get a professional look. And here you can see the before and then after, the before and then after, and you can still always come back and increase on it. So that's how we have created a balanced skin tone all over the model's the model's skin. And as I told you that you can always come back and you delete errors where you brushed wrongly, or where you brushed and you didn't, or it wasn't needed to be brushed. So I'll just come and mask this, and then make sure that the white background is down on the color swatches, and you make sure that on the mask side white background is shown. So come back and select the brush, then come back and start deleting all, erasing these errors. I think now it's looking good. So you can see the before and then after. So after that, I'll just come to the hue and saturation. I'll just try to reduce on the reds by coming and select the reds, and then come to the lightness and try to reduce it a little bit. And I will come back to the selective color, and I will try to play around with the blacks to make it more dramatic and professional. So after that, I can group these and name them skin tone. So you can see the before and then after, the before and then after. So after that, the next thing is we are going to try to create the dodge and burn. This is going to help us to give our image a professional look. So what we are going to do is I'm going to come to the curves, and then I will push up the curve to the highlight side, and I will name this dodge, and I will just come to the mask and press Ctrl I to invert it, come back to the curve, and then pull it down to the shadows. After that, come name this pan. After that, come and press Ctrl I to invert it. So after that, I just come and select the brush, and then come here and select the hard brush. Just come to the dodge, and then here I will be targeting the highlights in the image. So I just come to the brush and start, make sure that the black is down, and I'll start drawing the lines. On the highlights part, Take your time while doing this. After that, after working on the dodge, come back to the blacks or the pan, do the same. Do the same. Do the same to create that professional look. So after that, come to the dodge in the mask cell, in the mask part, come to the windows and then come to the properties. You can increase on the feather up to your liking. Come back to the band and then also come to the feather. So after that, group these layers and name them band and dodge, or dodge, and band. So after that, open group, and so far you can see the before and then after, the before and then after, but it's not looking professional. So what we are going to do is we are going to blend these layers. So I just come to the dodge and I will left click, then come to the blending option, come here to the underlining layer, split this all the way to around there. So after that, come and press OK. Come to the band, also left click, then blending option. So split the whites and drag it around there. So far you can see the before and then after, then before and then after, and you can see it's not looking good. So I'll just come back to the mask and then come back to the properties and to the face. I'll just increase on the feather to around 80 pixels and then come back to the band and do the same. And so far you can see this the before and this after, this the before and this the after. If it's not good, you can always come back and reduce on the feather to make it more dramatic. So you can see the before and then after, the before and then after, before and then after. Or you can just come to the opacity and lower the opacity up to where it's looking good, around 80. You can see the before and then after, before and then after. So after that, the next thing is we are going to work upon the background and then the eyes and then the clothes. So what we are going to do is I'm going to just press Control Shift Alt E to make a copy. So after that, I'll just come to the select and then subject. We are going to be working on the background to make it more professional. So after selected, come and get the quick selection tool and try to look on those parts which were not selected, and you select them using the quick selection tool. So after that, come and press Ctrl J to subtract the subject on the background. So after that, I just come and sample on the background. Then I'll just come to the brush and then come on the brush and then select the soft round brush and then start brushing. And you can always try to clean up you can always come and get the pen tool can come and select this this part which was not selected. After that, delete it. So you can see the before and then after, the before and then after, and you can add a little bit of another background to make it more dramatic. So I'll just add another kind of background to see if it works out. So I'll just come and add this kind of background. Remember, we are trying to make this look more professional and more dramatic. So far you can see the before and then after, but right now I'll just try to, and I think that is looking more professional. So far you can see this is the before and then this after, this is the before and then this is the after. So after that, the next thing I'll be working upon the color or the color of the dress for this model. So I just press Ctrl J to duplicate the layer, and then I'll just come to the filter and then Camera Raw filter. So after popping up, I will just go down and then come to the point color, and then I'll just pick up the eyedropper tool, and then I'll just come to sample on the color of the dress. So right here, I will just increase the saturation, and then the light luminosity of the dress. And so far you can see the before and then after, and before and then after. So after that, press OK. So the next thing here is I'll just try to whiten the eyes. So I'll just come to the adjustment layer and then hue and saturation. I'll just lower the saturation, and then come to the mask and then press Ctrl I to invert. After that, come to the brushes and pick the brush, and then start brushing on the eyes. So far you can see the before and then after the before and then after. So after that, what we are going to do next is we are going to try to add a little bit of clarity and balance the light. So I just duplicate the layer and then come to the camera raw. So here I just come to the color point and then pick the point color, come and sample here and then increase on the lightness of the skin so you can see the before and then after. Before and then after. So after that, what I'm going to add in is a little bit of clarity and contrast to make it stand out. So what we are going to do is I'm going to come to the clarity and then add a little bit of clarity, and you can see the before and then after. So after that, I will add a little bit of contrast. So I just come to the adjustment layer and then curves, and then I will try to draw an S curve to create a professional contrast. So you can see that the contrast is added, but it's too much, so I will try to reduce it. You can see the before and then after. So what I need right now is to reduce on the contrast. So you can see this is the before and then this is the after. So that's looking good. So I think we are done right now. And another thing, you can add a little bit of melanin when when the model is a black one or has black colors. So I'll try to add a little bit of some melanin. So I'll just come to the black and white and then come to the multiply. So I will lower the opacity and then add a little bit of, you can see right now, you can see the before and then after. You can always lower it down. This is the before, and then this is the after. So I will try to group these layers, or I'll just try to group them in one group so that we get the before and then after. So this is the before and then this is the after. This is the before and then this is the after. When I zoom in, you can see that this is the before and then this is the after. This is the before and then this is the after. So this is for today, and thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to our channel so that you see more tutorials like this, and please try to like this video so that YouTube push it to many people. So stick around, and bye bye. See you in the next one.